Hey everybody, it's Rob here. Today we need to talk about the Whirlwind Barbarian again. In the background here, you can see footage of fellow streamer Ben over on hardcore mode. And he is, as of this recording, almost beaten the Echo of Lilith with his Whirlwind Barbarian. There still seems to be some infinite damage wrap-up mechanics with Whirlwind. And in this video, I'll try to explain to you what's going on and why I think this definitely needs some sort of a change, because currently it's the most overpowered thing there is, at least on Barbarian. We don't even know about the other classes and all that stuff that's going on. I'm gonna show you one more clip here, where we killed the first phase by just ramping up the damage. You can see he just basically spins around. Like, you need a lot of fury for this, for sure, and you can't stop spinning. If you stop spinning, then it's over. But yeah, as we go forward here, you'll see, like, once he goes in, he just crushes her, like insanely fast. So he's been probably spinning for like 3-4 minutes to ramp up his damage. And you see he's hitting like in the tens of millions, and she dies rather quickly, right? She phases and then boom, 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 20, 30, 50 million. And then into phase 2. Like on phase 2, like, he still keeps the snapshot, the ramp up. And he basically just insta-kills her as she spawns. And there you have it. 100 million. Like, she's insta-dead, basically. And yeah, there's a couple of conditions to it if we go in-game here. So the first thing that he's using that we have not used on our Barbarians is the Violent Whirlwind. So this one is supposed to only stack up Whirlwind damage for 2 seconds by 1.3. But it seems to be stacking up even more if you keep spinning. Like, there's some mechanic to it. I actually reported this one in some earlier testing phases. That there's some condition where it just keeps stacking and keeps multiplying or keeps stacking with itself. And yeah, apparently Ben has found a way to like reproduce this. And there's a second thing. It's the Wrath of the Berserker. I think this one also snapshots. You can see here, as you spend more fury, the damage of Berserk keeps going up as well by 25% multiplicatively. And as you can see in the clips that I showed you earlier, I will link, put a link to his channel and to the clips below. It's just getting insane in terms of the damage numbers. And obviously the fourth thing that you need is a good damage snapshot. We have made many videos about this, how to snapshot with the Whirlwind or with channeling spells in general in Diablo 4. I've also going to put the links in the description. So what we are snapshotting always was the Limitless Rage. So this is very simple. You get your 60 stacks of Limitless Rage for a 1.6 multiplier, and then you just keep spinning and don't let go. And the same can be done with the Expectant. It's an offensive aspect. Let me see. It's where your core skills basically increase your... where your basic skills increase your core damage even further. Here, this one, the Expectant. And you can see in the video that Ben is also snapshotting this one into his Whirlwind for another 1.3 multiplier. So you get like 1.3. You get 1.6. And then you get like all this damage wrap up for another 1.3 multiplying with itself. And another 1.02 multiplying. And you can now shout during Whirlwind before the shouts would interrupt your Whirlwind, kind of. And you couldn't do what he's doing in the clip. Let me show you the damage wrap up. Like how he's doing it in the start. Like you can see, going a bit back here in the clip. You can see he's starting out the fight like dealing basically no damage. He's hitting for like 100k, and it's going up like every time he hits her. And now he's kind of just stacking up the Whirlwind. So he can use all his shouts while he spins. And it's very important to not press the shouts while it is on cooldown. Because that would interrupt your Whirlwind. You really need to press the shouts when they're available, so you don't get this like mini interruption to your Whirlwind. I've been also using this to basically force proc my Gores without stopping to spin. If you just press the shout while it's on cooldown. But here you definitely don't want to do this. But yeah, it's still super impressive, of course, like how he manages in hardcore mode to dodge all these waves. So big shout out here. But yeah, I believe, unfortunately, even after, you know, quadruple nerfs, like 4 or 5 nerfs on the Whirlwind Barb, this mechanic is just a bit too strong to stay in the game, because no matter like no matter what the base damage is that you're starting out. Let's say you only have 100 damage and you're starting out at 100 base. You just keep wrapping this up, and you can still reach billions and trillions of damage if you just do it long enough, right? So yeah, just a very strong mechanic in general. And you see here like how long it takes him to stack. Like he's stacking for minutes, and now he's already doing damage in the millions. Like he started off with like 10k, and then he just goes in a certain phase here and just murders her like in seconds with 100, 200, 300 million DPS per second. And yeah, it's just nuts. So yeah, we'll see what Blizzard is gonna do with this. But again, this has been reported during the betas, and I'm not sure what's up with that. But we will see how things go forward from here. I do not recommend anyone using this. At least not to like, you can test around stuff, but I would not like go ahead and kill the final boss just using this. Because it seems to be like a somewhat maybe unintended mechanic. I mean, in the end we can't know, we can't judge what's intended. But this just seems to be basically infinite damage if certain conditions are met. Just wanted to do a quick update video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I have way more content coming, guys. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you very soon. Rob over and out. Take care, everybody.